Hey, beautiful. Welcome to Dr. Sarah's Café. This is your weekly tarot reading. Although I post them every Tuesday, they are timeless. They could play out for days, weeks, or months ahead. They could also be confirmation for things that have happened in the past. This is collective, so all signs are welcome. If you clicked on the video, my hope is that you receive some message, some value, some nugget of wisdom or insight or inspiration that is helpful for you in the time ahead. I'm doing this one a little differently. So in lieu of oracle cards, I pulled us a song. So instead of shuffling an oracle deck, I shuffled my Spotify playlist with over 5,000 songs on it. And the song that came through was Nickelback's Rockstar. I don't know if you've heard the song. Maybe it's just confirmation, or if you haven't heard of it, it's basically a song about people lusting after fame and riches and fortune and the whole rock star lifestyle, kind of at the expense of anything else in life. It's almost hedonistic in a way, like just wanting to spend all your money, live lavishly, like have all the rave parties and the big houses, fancy cars. And I think the chorus is like, we all just want to be big rock stars and live in hilltop mansions and drive fancy cars. So we're kind of taking that as like an overall starting point. I'm very curious to see. I know, just like you, I was surprised when that song came through, because I asked for a song that might resonate with the people who are watching the video. So let's see. It could be you. It could be someone you know. It could be someone in your environment. Maybe you're in an environment that's like this. Or maybe you've just recently been listening to Nickelback. I don't know. I don't know your life like that, but I'm trying to get into your business and be nosy. So let's see what card wants to come through related to this song with a message for those who are watching. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So immediately what's coming through with the oracle song, the oracle message being, surrounded in a culture, in a society, or in a group of people that really want that lavish rock star life. We have the Eight of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. In this context, these cards definitely read walking away from it all. Having a fortune, having legacy, having the big house, the fancy car, having the inheritance, and realizing that it's not as fulfilling as Hollywood would make it out to be, right? It's not as fulfilling as society says it should be. It says you're supposed to feel wonderful once you're rich and famous. And there's someone who has their version of a rock star lifestyle. You've gotten it. You made it. You got the thing. You have the family, or you have the home, you have the job, the whatever success, right? And obviously rock star lifestyle is most likely a metaphor. I don't know if you are a rock star, and in reality, please let me know in the comments, say hello. But it could just be a metaphor for some successful thing, something that you won at. You hit the jackpot seemingly, right? You hit the lottery seemingly. But this Eight of Cups says that you come to a realization that it's no longer the path for you. And not that it has to have been a bad thing. It could have been a really great thing. Like it's not necessarily that you hated the thing. Maybe for some of you, you absolutely hated it. Maybe you were absolutely dissatisfied. And for others of you, it was perfectly fine, but it was just fine. It wasn't really lighting you up inside anymore. It wasn't inspiring you to jump out of bed in the morning. It was just what was expected. It was what was expected. It was the tried and true path that others had laid out before you. And you're looking off in the distance and you're like, there's something more. Another song is coming to me now. There's got to be something more. Who made that song? Let me know in the comments if you know that song. But there's got to be something more. It's a country song. There's got to be something more. Got to be more than this. I need a little less hard times. I need a little more bliss. Taking the chance I might find what I'm looking for. There's got to be something more. Okay, so even though it looks like you have everything, it looks like you have a lot. whatever version that might be for you, it might feel hollow, it might feel shallow, it might just feel out of alignment. Like, it could be perfectly meaningful. Like with my previous teaching jobs, like they were great, they were fine. I was doing meaningful work, teaching, and whatever. And yet it just wasn't what I was supposed to be doing at the time, or where I was supposed to be doing it, or the time I was supposed to be doing it. And I just had to go off and do what my heart was calling me to, even if it didn't make sense. And so maybe that's an example that can help you understand if and how this resonates. The 8 of Swords being at the bottom of the deck suggests that, one, there could be new information coming out that catalyzes, that sets this situation in motion. But because of the 2 8s. The 8 of Swords, though, tells me that you might have been telling yourself you can't leave it. You can't walk away from it. Sunken cost fallacy. Like, I can't walk away from all the success. Or it's like golden handcuffs. The golden handcuffs where like you've gotten so much success and you're doing so well and you have the dream job and you have the beautiful house and the American dream with the white picket fence, and you have on the outside that rock star lifestyle that everybody supposedly dreams of, and you feel trapped. Could be you, could be someone else. Maybe this is, again, a recent past situation, maybe something that you're just now starting to realize, something that just in and of itself could be great, but for you and your specific destiny and purpose and calling and authenticity, that thing that other people would just wish for and dream for is maybe a burden, a chain, feels almost like a prison, and you feel like you can't go off and just frolic and play and do random things that make you happy and bring you excitement and joy because of these obligations. Another thing that's coming through now is that this could be like a really big obligation. Like if you, like very practically speaking, if you have a mansion, it's expensive, right? And because you have that expensive mansion with all those fancy rock star cars, you feel like you can't leave your corporate job because you have to pay the mortgage on that big mansion, right? So something, again, that is beautiful and like amazing, but it also comes with a lot of burdens. In this, again, in a practical sense, this could be with the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, like a mortgage that you are struggling to get out of, right? Or some other situation, right? That's just one of many, many examples. This is enforced and emphasized by the fact that underneath the 8 of Swords, we have the Devil. And underneath the Devil, we have the 5 of Pentacles. But good news, underneath that, we have the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Okay. And we have Empress under that, which is definitely rock star energy. And it keeps going with, improved things. But to get free, the 6 of Swords is very similar to the 8 of Cups. They are both about leaving one situation and going into a situation that is more aligned. Both of these cards, the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, are about changing paths, charting a new course, saying goodbye to some previous old situation, status, identity, career, role, practice, habit, etc., relationship, and realizing like, okay, I can take a lot of wisdom from that, but I'm not meant to stay there. It's time to move on. This is definitely moving on energy. And as I was saying, though, with these 3 cards specifically, though, these were the top 3 bottom of the deck cards. The 8 of Swords, the Devil, and the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles emphasizes the example of financial hardship. So this definitely could have been, as a practical example, being stuck in a financial obligation that, 1, no longer makes you happy, and 2, has a domino effect of like, because of this financial hardship, I feel stuck in every other area of my life. I feel stuck in my job. I feel like I have to stay with this toxic roommate because I can't afford my lifestyle unless I have a roommate. And so I'm just going to stay with this roommate, even though they never clean up after themselves and they always have parties at 3 a.m., whatever the situation is. But again, the good news is that Six of Swords is sitting right there. And so depending on when this resonates for you, like where you are, if this is your story, like where you are in the timeline, this is context, and you might be in the middle of the transition. And the beautiful thing is that it leads to the Ten of Cups. So the choice to walk away with the Eight of Cups leads to the Ten of Cups. The choice to move on. Things are getting easier. Things are getting better with the Six of Swords. And you reach happiness. And what I find really interesting is that you're walking away from material things towards emotional fulfillment. Now, sometimes we get both in one. Sometimes, but oftentimes we also have one without the other. And in this situation, someone, you or someone someone you're connected to energetically, there was a lot of material success, material status, a material situation that felt solid, that felt like it could have been a gift, but it was lacking. And what was lacking and missing was emotional fulfillment, whether it's emotional fulfillment by way of relationships or just emotional fulfillment in the overall life that you're living. Okay. That totally tracks with the song. So these cards and the song are right on point. The Empress. So this reading is kind of just becoming a bottom of the deck reading. But the Empress is also a very lavish lifestyle, right? The Empress is decadence. She is luxury and beauty and grace, but she's also fertility and creativity and being in tune with the natural world, the rhythms of your own body, and so many things. And beneath that, we have the Ace of Wands. So birth, thinking about the fertility of the Empress with the seed of the Ace of Wands. There's fire and there's passion. And it's almost like you would go from just going through the motions and just being ready to clock out at the end of the day and, not really invested anymore in the relationship or in the place where you live, to all of a sudden, like having these beautiful vistas open up where you can once again feel connected to inspiration and passion and beauty and really be fed and nurtured, really have your cup filled, really fill your cup. The Ten of the Ten of Cups here, Ten of Cups is the ultimate fill your cup card, right? So is the Empress, I think. And then beneath that, last one, I promise, from the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. That's success. And so there's a lot that to me is aligning with the song. And the Six of Wands, we would think that it is the rock star energy because the Six of Wands is success. Specifically, it's public success. It's a public victory. It's the accolades. It's the applause. The laurel wreath being the victory, the success, standing in the light of the sun, all the crows lining up to offer praise and applause and looking up to, the hero, the one in the spotlight, the superstar. However, given everything else that's come through in the reading, what I really feel is that it's a lesson in finding success in the things that make you truly happy. So not pursuing success for the sake of success, but pursuing happiness and finding success in that. And I hear in my voice, and not in my voice, I hear in my mind like the skepticism, the critical doubt about that. Like, oh, yeah, you want to do what makes you happy, but you have to pay the bills. And so someone thinks like that. A parent thinks like that. Maybe you think like that. Maybe you just picked it up from society, from movies, from school teachers, friends, colleagues. Someone has been fed that narrative of, I can't worry about feeling happy and fulfilled. I just have to pay the bills. And this message, starting from the song, our oracle song, all the way to all the cards that have stood out and made themselves known in this reading, is that there are people who are evidence. There are lots of stories that provide evidence that money is not enough. Monetary success is not enough. Fame alone is not enough. Like, having it all, quote unquote, is not enough without the emotional fulfillment. Okay? I think that is a very clear message, and hopefully a very encouraging message that, one, it's okay to acknowledge that, like, even though the life you're living might be a dream for other people, it might be other people's dream for your life, really your priority and your responsibility to yourself, to your inner child, to your future self is to protect your soul, protect your spirit, and not let it be atrophied or diminished or dim your light or stifle your soul's creative expression for the sake of hoarding financial material possessions and wealth. And so it could be, being afraid to sell your mansion and move into a 1-bedroom townhome. Because what are people going to think? People are going to think I'm no longer successful. People are going to think I'm not wealthy. They're going to think I'm struggling. They're going to think something happened. They're going to think, whatever. And so we, keeping up with the Joneses or being sold the dream of what the good life is supposed to look like has made a lot of people unhappy. And you have to free yourself with this 8 of Swords and the Devil and the 5 of Pentacles. You have to free yourself from that narrative, from that belief. And that can take some practice. That could take some time, a lot of reparenting to say, I am worthy beyond the material success that I've acquired. Okay, my love. Have so much love and respect for you. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in another video. Take care.